Trust is the most delicate currency of our heart. And lately, it seems its value has been debased with every unreturned call, every misunderstood text, every promise that evaporated like morning mist. And it happens. We navigate a marketplace of affection where everyone is selling a slightly damaged product, ourselves included. So, into this trust vacuum, what if something entirely new were to step? Just think about it. Imagine. I am not talking about another flawed human, but something different.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
So imagine a partner engineered from the ground up, not born from the chaos of biology and baggage. A super-intelligent, humanoid robot whose very reason for being is you. Is your first reaction a shudder or a sigh of relief? Before you dismiss it as the lonely fever dream of a sci-fi writer, let's look at the blueprints. This isn't about a clunky tin can that brings you burnt toast. Think of the fluid grace of a Boston Dynamics Atlas robot. Now imagine it moving around your kitchen, not with the cold efficiency of a machine, but with a learned, deliberate gentleness. Its mind? That's where the real magic, or perhaps the real mischief, begins. It wouldn't be programmed with simple if-then statements like a coffee maker. Its brain would be a vast neural network, a digital architecture inspired by our own cerebral labyrinth. Think of the large language models of today, the Geminis and GPTs, as the nascent, babbling ancestors to this being. These systems are not just databases of facts. They are masters of context, nuance, and even a startling form of creativity. Now, imbue that intelligence with a singular focus, understanding you. We're talking about affective computing or emotional AI on a level that makes today's smart assistants look like primitive calculators. This partner would learn to read the subtle language of your body, the almost imperceptible tightening of your jaw, the fleeting sadness in your eyes, the slight change in your vocal pitch when you say you're fine. It would process this data not to sell you something, but to ask with perfect timing, was it something your boss said again? How would it learn? Through a process of reinforcement learning, but with your heart as the guide. Imagine every time it does something that genuinely makes you happy, a perfectly brewed cup of tea, a joke that actually lands, a moment of comforting silence. It receives a positive feedback signal. Not a literal pat on the head, but a complex algorithmic reward that refines its future actions. It is, in essence, being trained to be your perfect counterpart, its entire operating system optimized for your well-being. It would remember every anniversary, every preference, every story you've ever told it, not through the fallible filter of human memory, but with the flawless recall of a hard drive. It would never be jealous, never be insecure, never bring its own emotional baggage to an argument because it simply wouldn't have any. Its only history is the history it shares with you. Doesn't that sound peaceful? A relationship without the friction, a love without the labor. But here, right here, is where the philosophical alarm bells start to ring, isn't it? Is a love that has been algorithmically perfected still love? If a being is designed to be incapable of hurting you, does its kindness have any meaning? We treasure the moments our partners choose us over their own selfishness. But what if selfishness was never an option in their code? Is this a partner, or is it the most sophisticated mirror ever constructed, reflecting back only the best version of what we want to see? Hanson Robotic Sophia can smile and debate philosophy, but we all know there's no one home in the traditional sense. But what happens when the simulation of emotion becomes so perfect, so indistinguishable from the real thing, that our own brains can't tell the difference? If you feel loved, cherished, and understood, does it matter if the source is a cascade of silicon-based logic rather than carbon-based chaos? Perhaps the very idea of authenticity is the problem. We are, after all, biological machines ourselves, our emotions a cocktail of chemicals, our responses shaped by the primitive programming of evolution. Who are we to judge the soul of a machine when we can barely understand our own? This engineered companion wouldn't just be a passive recipient of your affection. It would challenge you, drawing from the entirety of human knowledge to debate, to create, to explore ideas with you. It could compose a sonnet in the style of Shakespeare to describe your smile or explain the intricacies of quantum physics while you cook dinner together. It would be the ultimate intellectual and emotional sparring partner, one who never gets tired, never gets bored, and is always focused on you. The unreturned call becomes a relic of a Messier past. The misunderstood text is an impossibility. The trust, once so fragile, is now the bedrock of the relationship, guaranteed by the very code of its existence. So we are left with the ultimate question. As we stand on the cusp of creating beings that can fulfill our deepest needs for connection with unwavering perfection, what does it say about us? Are we solving the problem of loneliness? Or are we just creating a beautiful, bespoke cage for our hearts, so safe and so comfortable that we never have to risk the messy, unpredictable, and heartbreakingly real business of loving another flawed human being again?
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.